You see how it says live on YouTube there?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's wait here. Just give me a few seconds. It's still doing it. Saying it's restricted. That's weird. Huh. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, okay. Well, that's not gonna. Give me a sec here.
Renee, is that a skylight above you or is that your halo?
The halo, of course.
Of course.
Okay, we are live, guys.
All right.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you back the hosting, counselor.
Okay.
I'm gonna give it back to you right now. And you are good to go, sir.
All right. We're still waiting for Counselor Beta.
He's right there. Oh, his audio.
Is he on?
Yeah, he's there.
All right.
Is
looks like
Joanne
we're-
Beetle Cobbler on?
She
No.
is.
Oh, she is. There she is.
All right.
Let me bring up my agenda on my phone. All right, so it looks like everyone's here. So let's call the Public Works meeting for April 6th to order. Can we have a roll call, please, Ms. Martin?
Yes, sir. Counselor Christopher Rivera,
Here.
Counselor Joanne Vihil Coppler,
Here.
Counselor Renee Villarreal,
Present.
Counselor Michael Garcia. Michael Garcia. I know he's there. I saw his picture a while ago. Well, Counselor Ramona Beta.
Here.
You do have a quorum, Mr. Chairman. I didn't hear from Michael Garcia, though.
I see him on there. He's still muted, though.
Oh, he's muted. Okay.
Counselor Garcia? Oh, try
I can
again.
see Counselor Michael Garcia. I can see him, so I'm going to mark him present.
All right. Sounds fair enough.
You have a quorum, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Miss Martin. Let's give Michael or Counselor Garcia a couple minutes. He was pointing at his phone to make some changes, so let's give him a second to do that. Counselor Garcia, can you hear us? We just can't hear you still. Okay, we'll give you a couple minutes.
Can everybody on the call mute their computers or phone so that we don't hear background noise? Or anything you don't want us to hear?
Okay, I'm on.
There he is.
We're able
Sorry,
to-
I'm going to have to connect through my telephone. I have no idea why I'm having audio difficulties.
All right, Miss Martin already marked you as present, so we'll just work from there. All right, approval of the agenda. Any changes from staff, John?
Yes, we'd like to postpone item A until the May 11th Public Works Committee meeting. Bob's gonna do a little more public outreach regarding that project, and he'll have more information regarding that at that time.
Very good. Any
Can I
other
ask a
changes?
question? Real quick,
Councilor Villarreal?
Mr. Chair, John, can you tell us who is going to do more public outreach?
Robert Siqueiros is.
Okay, great.
So I think he's coordinating a meeting with Rick Martinez to coordinate a meeting with people in that area and to go over any of their questions and concerns.
Thank you.
All right, any other changes, John?
That's it from staff.
All right, approval of the consent agenda. Is there anything? any other
Mr. Chairman, we need to take a vote, a motion and a second and a vote on the agenda.
That's
I'll
right.
move for approval of the agenda as amended.
Second,
A motion for approval by Councilor Beta, a second by Councilor Villarreal. Can we have a roll call vote, Ms. Martin?
Yes, sir. And just so everyone knows, it's a roll call vote on every action when we do virtual meetings, so. Okay. Counselor Joanne Vihil Coppler,
Yes.
Counselor Renee Villarreal,
yes.
Counselor Michael Garcia,
Yes.
Counselor Romana Beta,
Yes.
Chair Christopher Rivera,
Yes,
motion passes.
thank you. Next, approval of the consent agenda. Any changes from staff?
Sorry about that. No changes, Chair.
All right, anything committee members would like to pull? All right, what are the wishes of the committee?
Move to,
Motion to approve.
Second,
Second.
Okay, we got a motion to approve by Councilor Garcia and a second by Councilor Villarreal. Any further discussion? See none, all those in favor, sorry,
got it,
roll call
yeah.
vote, Ms. Martin?
Counselor Joanne Vihil Coppler,
yes.
Counselor Renee Villarreal,
yes.
Counselor Michael Garcia,
Yes.
Counselor Romana Beta,
Yes.
Chairman Christopher Rivera,
Yes,
motion passes.
thank you. Next, approval of the minutes from March 23rd, 2020 Public Works CIP and Land Use Committee meeting, March 23rd. Any changes from staff?
No changes, Chair.
Any changes from the committee? What are the wishes of the committee?
Move to approve.
Second,
I have a motion for approval from Councilor Vihil Coppler, a second from Councilor Villarreal. Could we have a voice vote, Ms. Martin?
Yes, sir. Counselor Joanne Vihil Coppler,
Yes.
Counselor Renee Villarreal,
yes.
Counselor Michael Garcia,
Yes.
Counselor Romana Beta,
Yes.
Chairman Christopher Rivera.
Yes,
Yeah, the motion passes.
thank you. Nothing was approved from the consent calendar, so we're on to public comment. Let me pull everyone that's on up and see if there's. Joe, do you want to take a minute to explain if there are any public on here, how they would go about raising their hand, I guess? I don't see.
Sure.
any.
Sure. So all they would do, I think all we have now though is Porf and Emily are the only two that would be available for public comment. Folks, I think we're directed to emailing Emily. They're supposed to email if they wanted public comment. They were supposed to email their requests according to what Yolanda's new rules are.
All right, I do see, and I apologize if these are city employees and I just don't know them, but an Anson Rain and,
This is Anson. I'm with the facilities for potential discussion on an item, but I
Very
don't
good.
have a camera on my laptop.
Okay. And there was a Clayton Pelletier. Is that a city employee as well?
Yes.
Okay. Just double checking. There's a lot of you. I don't know everybody yet. So, all right. So I don't see anybody from the public. We can let Emily Emily, I'll allow you to talk to see if there was any public comment that was sent to you.
Mr. Chair, can I have Emily's last name, please?
Emily, are you still on? It's Pisula, P-I-S.
I'm here, but I'm dealing with pussy baby. Sorry. No public comment. I haven't gotten anything.
Very good. No public comment. Thank you, Emily. Joe, do I have to remove her as a?
No, Emily's actually, yeah, Emily could remove herself. She can stay on or off. It's fine. She's,
Okay.
yeah, she's your liaison, right? Your staff liaison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Any matters from staff?
No matters to report, Chair.
Very good. Matters from the committee.
I have one.
Councillor Vihil Coppler.
I'm sorry. I'm not quick at the draw. I've raised my hand.
That's
So,
okay.
I wanted to ask about if Regina is on a leave of absence or what, because John, you're acting Public Works Director?
Yes, so Regina's been helping with the city's EOC efforts, as well as coordinating the Midtown campus for housing of people, primarily homeless people with COVID sickness or any other kind of sickness. So they've been helping coordinate all the PPEs for the city. They've been getting a lot of the old dormitories ready with a lot of city staff, getting all the mechanical, electrical ready, moving in furniture, coordinating food. So she's the chief, I forget the title, but the head of our EOC. So that's been taking up pretty much all of her time. So for the time being, I'll be acting department director while we're under this current COVID situation.
Okay, all right. Anyway, the other thing I was going to let you know, John, is that, as you know, Councillor Cassett Sanchez and I have been working on, well, she's primarily the driver on that 4-way stop sign at Governor Miles and Cliff Palace.
Mm-hmm.
So she and I had a discussion today, and I wanted to just let you know that we both agree that whatever is the recommendation of you and the uniform traffic code, or any of those codes that you follow, is what we want. We're not necessarily in agreement with everything that the individual who's been communicating to a great extent, and just wanted you to know that we're not like trying to put any pressure on you to make any change. Although I have two comments on that. One is that the stop sign ahead sign might be on the wrong side of Governor Miles. It may be more appropriate on the west side because there is a curve in that road, and there's no curve on the other road. But you know, that's just to my naked eye. But maybe the thing that's probably the most appropriate is what we did at the 4-way stop at Camino Carlos Rey, and that is to get larger stop signs.
So those are definitely good comments. What I explained to Councillor Cassette Sanchez, and I have a phone call into the constituent. When he returns my phone call, I'll let him know. Although I did let this person know over email about this. We can place that additional stop ahead sign. But what we're trying to do, one or two things, those guys are semi-essential. So what we try to do is pull together a lot of essential work before I bring them into the office, and then they bang it all out in one day. So we're pulling together a few sign things that we need to do through the city. But secondly, we're waiting for masks. They got to work in close proximity to each other. So once we get those masks and once we get a day's worth of essential work, we'll go out there and put that down.
Okay, well, that'll resolve it.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any other from committee members? Councillor Villarreal.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. John, just wanted to make you aware of the, well, for one, to thank you all and whatever staff is working on the pothole work happening on Osage. And we've been able to, it's not actually potholes. I think they're doing some infrastructure improvements. So when they make improvements and then they cover up the infrastructure changes or whatever construction they're doing, they're not covering up the holes again. And Regina took care of one issue, but now we have another one that they just finished. And it's been like that for a couple weeks. And I understand maybe there's issues with the contractor to get them to do the work, especially in close proximity, but it's actually creating another pothole. So I just wanted you to be aware of the Osage one.
Okay, on Osage.
Yes.
I'll follow up and I'll get back with you. I believe Osage is actually slated to be repaved in its entirety.
It is.
Yeah, so I'll see if that's not forthcoming. We'll see if we can at least get that person to do something temporarily, or maybe our guys can put down a little bit of coal millings just to hold it up until we repave it.
Yeah, I think it was some utility work that's been happening along Osage, and they've been doing it in different stages, which is great, and I appreciate it. I think just what happens is they're not finished with it, and then they wait a while, and then it gets worse. And I think from Regina, the last time we spoke, it may not, that improvement for that road, the pavement's not going to happen till the summer. So I'm not sure. If that happens sooner than later, awesome. If not, we could just fix that. It's like an indentation, creating more of like a pothole now.
Okay, yeah, the closer, excuse me, it might not be that close, the paving close enough. So I'll make sure that our guys either get the contractor to do it, or we'll just do something ourselves to make sure it's fixed up.
Excellent. Thanks, John.
Councilor Garcia, you emailed me earlier that you wanted to be a co-sponsor on one of these. So Jesse's still on if you want to let him know.
Sure. I think it was Councilor Behill Coppler's resolution, item G, I think it was, the veteran signs.
All right, you wanted to co-sponsor that, that's correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
I'll add you, Counselor.
Mr. Chair,
Councilor Villarreal.
I meant to say add me as well as a co-sponsor. Please, Jesse. Thank you.
Will do.
Thank you. Councilor Beta, did you have anything? Okay, thank you. John, I was wondering about Cottonwood or South Meadows. We were gonna wait until summertime to start on some of those projects till school was out because of the impact it was gonna have on traffic. Is there any way we can start earlier on those since school is pretty much done?
That would be ideal, Mr. Chair. The thing is because that one's federally funded, we have to go through a certain federal process. We're moving along that now. Right now, we're in the middle of the right-of-way acquisition phase, which does take quite a bit of time. So I don't think we'll be able to do it now immediately. That's the Cottonwood. The South Meadows one, a related project being that it's adjacent. That right-of-way acquisition process is taking even longer. There's more parcels established with that. So what we're going to try to do is this: when we do the Agua Fria South Meadows, we are going to do that one during school closure because it's the major intersection. Cottonwood, what we're going to do is we're planning on closing Agua Fria at Cottonwood, and basically people from Cottonwood and of course Fairway Village, their only way they can get to that point is through the South Meadows side. It'll allow us to build it within a month and a half, 2 months, and get out of everybody's hair right away. So because of that, we don't think it's going to affect school traffic as much because there's not a whole lot of school traffic coming from the San Felipe side. You know, all the people from Cottonwood and Fairway Village will still be able to get to the school their normal way. So, and because we don't want both those projects going on at the same time, we would rather do the main intersection during school and not Agua Fria South Meadows, Agua Fria Cottonwood, excuse me. But again, for now, I wish we had it shovel ready right now to go, but we unfortunately do not.
Okay, thanks. Thought I'd ask. Anything else from committee? All right, our next meeting is Monday, April 27th. That'll be our first combined meeting of Public Works and PUC. So Should be a pretty hefty agenda. So looking forward to that, and we'll see you all then. Be safe. Thank you, Ms. Martin. Thank you, John. Thank you, counselors, everyone else who's on. Appreciate you being here.
Thank you,
Thank
Chair.
you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you
Be
all.
safe.
Be safe, everybody.
Thank you.
While inside, services are led under a mask.
Death has no respect of age. It has no respect of color.
Today, Anthony.
I have a question now that everybody else is off. Are you still with me, Councilor Rivera?
Yes, I am.
It's a quick question. I was here in case it was,
Hold on, I think we're still streaming on live YouTube, so I'm not sure what your question is, but it looks like we're still on live.
thank you for letting me know that. I was just here to answer questions in case there was any about the amendment. Did that just pass at the beginning of the meeting when you approved all the agendas?
Yeah, it passed on the consent agenda. So if a counselor doesn't pull it specifically, then it means that we're okay with it and nobody has any questions.
Okay, I haven't participated in a lot of council committee meetings, so I just wanted to be sure. I was here just in case there was any questions.
All right, no, good question. So it did pass. So when we're there in the live session, that's usually when people get up and leave when they know their items pass. So
okay,
but you got it. So next step is, I don't know where it goes next, finance or full city council, but it'll move to that next step.
thank you for your guidance.
You bet. Thank you.
Have a nice evening.
You too. Bye-bye.